Free weights or machines. I'm a very old school lifter. Old school means a barbell, dumbbell, plates, free weights. Free weights are the core of my workouts. I have never had a workout in my life without free weights being the essence of what I'm doing. In terms of machines, depends on how you define machine. I've redefined machine. Here at X Fitness, we're very fortunate to have a line of hammer strength. This is not a paid commercial for hammer strength. I've never met the manufacturer myself. I don't know the CEO, but I can tell you this, hammer strength is the absolute best equipment other than free weight. If you want to call it a machine, that's open to debate. I don't believe it's a machine. I think it's the best alternative to free weight in terms of safety, and I can say with all sincerity, I've never once been injured. It's a tremendous line of equipment. I use hammer strength and cables. Arguably, some people would call that a machine. I use cable for some back workout. I use cable for triceps. But in terms of actual machines, like just as an example, leg press. I know a lot of people use leg press. I don't. I don't use leg press. I stopped using it around 1995, and the reason for it is that I subscribe to the theory that the best exercises are feet on the ground. When you got your feet planted on the ground, it stops you from getting your ass planted on the ground, for example, in football. It builds core stability that prevents you from being knocked around, because it helps build what I call your stance, your stationary stance and your mobile stance. In the sport that I coach, it's very, very important to maintain a position that not only do you deliver a collision, but you have to take a collision. And what I've learned in working out is that the more exercises where your feet are planted on the ground, that's what counts. Leg presses, I felt like I was in a reclining chair. It's just a little bit too comfortable for me, and my feet are not on the ground, and I actually felt like I was inverted. Every leg press machine I've ever used, I just didn't get the same feeling. Now, a lot of people will disagree with me because they feel it. That's one of my rules. If it works for you, keep doing it. It makes absolutely no sense to change something that works for you. It does not work for me. We've got two phenomenal leg press machines here, and last time I used it was the month that we opened in 2001. However, it's probably one of our most popular machines. That just gives you an example of, it's not about preference, it's about what works. Any other machines, just as an example, Scott machine, bicep curls, I stopped using those around 2003. It used to work, it stopped working for me. If you want to consider that to be a machine, I've used it for about 25 to 30 years of my life, then I stopped. Right now, I've returned right back to basics, right back to 1969 to 1975, where it's Olympic bar, iron plates, dumbbells, and the only thing different that I use today that I didn't back then was, or is, hammer strength.